Yo guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're taking a look at Halloween Kills. People who have known me longer will know that I am not the biggest fan of the Halloween franchise. I like it, but I also don't like it. But I must say, I really like the first Halloween movie that came out in 1978, and I really love the last Halloween movie that came out in 2018. So of course I was hyped to see a new Halloween movie this year and Halloween Kills. And oh boy, my hopes were way too high. Of course, when those trailers came out, I watched them and I didn't like them. I thought the trailers were bad and showed every death in the entire movie. I can safely say that's not the case. They don't show every kill because there are a lot of kills in this movie. But also, I couldn't see a real story in that trailer that they were gonna tell, and after I saw the movie, I still can't. So yeah, there are a lot of problems with Halloween Kills. Some things I really didn't like, some things I kind of thought were okay, and some things I just genuinely hated. I was kind of worried because the movie got so many bad reviews from people. I was already worried, and I'm gotta say I'm still disappointed. They had something so beautiful that was a beautiful tie-up to the story of 1978, but then to make this movie exist, it's a pain in the ass. It's one of the worst movies within the franchise. But I can also see this movie is awful. The previous one was pretty great, and I really think that the last one, Halloween Ends, will be one big and very nice story, because this movie felt like a huge second act to the third one. This movie was purely made to make it a trilogy, and that's not how you make movies. As I just said, there was nothing significant in this movie except from being a giant second act. The movie is called Halloween Kills, and that's just because this movie just is kills. You have that person, what to tell a backstory about, killed. You have that person, what to tell a backstory about, killed. You have every person, what to tell a backstory about, gone, reduced to atoms. It's bad. This movie also heavily focuses on what they already had in 1978, but they wanted to add on that to make it have more sense. And that kind of worked. Because, of course, in the first original movie, 1978, we end with Michael Myers being dead on the floor and then being gone. We started the 2018 movie with him being in an asylum. There was a little bit of story missing in that, and they filled that hole up pretty okay. That was actually quite a nice surprise to start this movie with. And it had a cameo from Jim Cummings, which made, of course, The Wolf of Snow Hollow and this year's the beta test, so that was pretty nice. But as I said, there was just no growth for the characters, it was just some kills and the story wasn't present. That, and this movie is only 1 hour and 40 minutes long, but it felt like 2 hours, so it was pretty damn overlong. And they tried to weigh in on chaos a lot, but I have to say that chaos was more and way better portrayed in Wonder Woman 1984 than it was in this movie. And that's saying something. And this movie also heavily weighed on the word chaos and trying to convey chaos to the viewer, but I gotta say Wonder Woman 1984 did a far better job giving me the feeling of chaos than this movie did. And that's saying something. Story 50 to 200. There were like a lot of characters introduced just to do nothing with them. This franchise literally is based upon Jamie Lee Curtis, but Laurie Strode was the most boring character in the entire movie. Followed up by Michael Myers. But the 1978 scenes were fun, and Jim Cummings did a really damn good job in this character that he portrayed for the minutes he was in it. I liked him. And all the other secondary characters that had to try to convey the chaos onto the watcher, well, they did not succeed at all. It didn't really work. I was just bored when they were having chaos. Characters 85 to 200. This movie felt way too long. I mean, it was good enough for what it was on the style, but it just not okay. The pacing was awful. The kills looked nice, I gotta say, but they were less brutal, but then also more brutal than in the first one and the previous one, so that's in the middle. And I kind of like the time frame of this movie. It plays over only one night and they did a good job portraying that. Style 100 to 150. I think this doesn't come as a surprise, but the surprisement was pretty bad. It's boring, you can see everything coming from a mile away, and it's really fucking predictable. Surprisement 20 to 100. None of the actors could convey the feelings of the person right to me, so I didn't feel anything for any character. They sidelined Jamie Lee Curtis to the core, and Judy Greer and the daughter character did a okay job, but they weren't convincing enough. Until the very last scene, because Judy Greer did that pretty convincing. Acting 95 to 150. I think this does not come as a surprise. The critics give this movie 42 out of 100. I decided to go 25 to 50. And I gotta say, I kinda enjoyed some of the things in this movie. I give it 3 stars, 30 to 50. Granting Halloween Kills a total score of 447 or 4.5 to 10. Have you seen Halloween Kills, or are you gonna watch it? Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this movie, because I'm pretty excited to see your opinion about it. Did you like the video? Leave a like. Did you like my channel? Leave a subscribe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.